All right. So I got my, I think it's 3rd star map. So I figured maybe now is a good time to go and kind of revisit some of the other planets just to see. There's nothing to see. Maybe you won't be seeing this. All I did it out. But maybe there's something cool. So I think I'm going to start at like Tatooine. I'm going to go right back there. Let's just see what happens. And I also kind of want to come right back to Kashyyyk because I want to see if I can find that guy. Complete that mission. But we'll see. Oh, we have a loading screen. What does that mean? Oh, I figured as much.
Calo Nord is dead, Lord Malak. He has failed in his mission. Forgive me.
The penalty for failure is death, Admiral Kareth. But the failure was Calo's, not yours. You may rise.
Shall I hire another bounty hunter, Lord Malak?
No mere bounty hunter can stand against a Jedi. I shall not make the same mistake again. My apprentice, Darth BANDON, shall take care of our
he has an apprentice?
Jedi friend.
Holy cow, I didn't even know that. What was the point of that? I didn't know he had an apprentice.
Find Bastila and bring her to me, alive, if possible.
As you command, Master.
Interesting. Alright, I guess I didn't put in the last video. I switched to some Jedi robes just because I noticed that I couldn't use some of my Force abilities because it said armor. So I'm just going to rock these for a minute and see if I can go back to getting to use my stuff. Alright. Is that guy going to be waiting for me here, or is there a certain planet he's on?
What
is your problem? What? Oh, I forgot about that.
My mother was supposed to be here somewhere. Ask if they've seen her.
I forgot about we gotta find her mom.
We should try to find her. I doubt she wants to be kept waiting.
Apparently she's got quite the reputation for herself. Let's go see what she's got to say for herself. No, this wasn't her right here.
Yeah? I'm sorry, do I know you?
I'm here, Mother. But don't you recognize me?
What do you expect when I haven't so much as had a picture of you since you left? Do you know how long I've been trying to find you?
You knew as well as I communication would be impossible once I joined the Order. Now what is this about? Where is Father?
Then you haven't heard. I should have known.
Has something happened to him? Are you going to tell me or not?
Your father is dead, Bastila. That is part of the reason why I was looking for you.
Dead? What happened? What did you do to him?
Isn't this a lovely reunion? Already she's flinging insults at me. Tell me, you're one of her friends. Do you treat your mother this way? Is that so? Well, I'll be joining her soon enough, I suppose.
I was told you were sick. Are you actually dying, or is this merely melodrama for my benefit?
Such sweet things, you say. Perhaps I should tell you everything first before we start arguing again.
You could start by telling me what you got Father into that killed him.
I haven't realized Jedi was so spiteful. You want me to tell you I brought your father here for an expedition, do you? You want to blame me for his death? You never accepted that your father loved going on his treasure hunts, leaving you alone with me. I was always to blame for everything. What else is new? So yes, fine. I brought your father here to look for great dragon pearls. He took an expedition into the Tatooine desert, and he died.
How can you be sure of that? Father is an experienced...
Do you think I would look for you if I wasn't sure? They were attacked by a great dragon, and one of the guides fled the battle. He saw your father killed.
I see. So what do you want from me? Credits?
Oh, don't be insulting. I want you to use those senses of yours. I want you to find him. I want you to bring back his holocron.
Why? So you can sell it?
Is it too much to ask that I have something to remember your father by?
Something.
Of course it is.
Something weird.
You couldn't be bothered.
We're very busy on a mission for the Jedi Council. I doubt I'll have the time. Ask my companions if you doubt me.
As my daughter is quick to point out, I haven't the coin to hire another expedition. Nor am I the adventurer my husband was.
What remains would there be? Great dragons are huge predators, easily able to devour a human, and the desert is a harsh environment. Finding my father's remains would be an even more impossible task than finding his holocron, an ignoble end to a fine man. It doesn't seem to have anything to do with what she's asking. Are you actually sick, Mother?
What difference does it make to you? None, I'm sure. Just find your father's holocron, and you won't have to worry about me again.
Awfully suspicious.
The kind of response I would expect. Very well. We'll look for the holocron if we have time. I can't promise any more than that.
I believe your father was headed north towards the Sand People Enclave. I would check along that route, dear. Do please hurry.
All right. Got nothing else to do, I guess. These guys are still standing out here by this ship. They never came to help them. It's a really cool ship, though. Alright, so I'm assuming it's going to be here somewhere, possibly. I do not know. Wow, no Jawas stripped those. Nothing here. Nothing here. Toilet corpse. Nothing here. The holocron. Oh.
How can I help? About my mother? Do you think I should? I would like to keep something to remember Father as much as she... I'll think about it. I should try and remember my training. I should be able to let go of this, but I can't. I don't want to talk about this anymore. Let's keep going.
Okay. I see something waiting on us, so this is where we're going to save again. Because it looks like we're about to fight some... Oh... Darks. There he is, Darth BANDON, huh? That's what we're gonna. I gotta have a conversation with him. That sucks.
At last, my search is over.
I was beginning to fear someone else had killed you and deprived me of the pleasure. You may have defeated the pathetic bounty hunter my master sent after you, but you are no match for me. I have studied at the foot of the Dark Lord himself. Your words mean nothing to me, unless you wish to beg for your life. No? Then I shall try to make this both quick and...
Well, let's get it on, brother. Oh, I lost her. Yeah, that ain't gonna go well. Alright, we got him. Sure. Holy cow, we got him. Holy bejesus, we got him. Oh, we got his lightsaber. Oh, I mean, we got his armor, I mean. That's interesting. Holy bejesus. I can't believe that. Where's his armor? Oh, right there. Despite the unfortunate fate of Darth BANDON, armor remains a desirable asset for any warrior. Oh, there we go. It's upgradable too, so ain't nothing wrong with that. Oh, that looks pretty good. I'm a fan of that. Okay.
I heard about you. Keep safe. Yep.
Back already? Have you even...
I have the holocron, Mother. I'm just not...
And why not? Would you deny me even that?
I've never denied you anything, Mother. You may think I don't remember what it was like before I left for the Order, but I do. You were the one who pushed Father to go on one treasure hunt after the other. You loved living in wealth. You think I don't remember the fights? You were eager to send me to the Jedi, even though I didn't want to go. You took Father away from me. And now this holocron is all I have of him.
Fool girl. You have a strange way of remembering things. That wasn't...
No, I don't wish to argue with you anymore, Mother. It's time we parted ways now, for both our benefit. You don't know her. My mother is notoriously deceptive when she wants something. Why should she have the holocron?
Is it too difficult to believe that I am a dying woman who simply wishes to see her husband one last time?
I find it difficult to believe anything you say, Mother. You're right. It shames me, but I find it difficult to let go of the past. I'm sorry, Mother.
I was hard on you, dear. I wasn't a very good mother to you. I know that. Your father loved you so. He wanted you to be just like him. He wanted to take you on his hunts, but I said they were too dangerous. I always tried to keep him from the dangerous ones, but he would have none of it. It was a reckless life we led. Always moving. I didn't want that for you.
So that's why you gave me to the Order?
What do your father and I have to show for all those years of hunting? Nothing. That was no life for anyone, especially not someone as gifted as you, your father. He spent all his last years trying to pay for my treatments. That's why he went for the pearls. I begged him not to.
Your treatments.
I'm dying, Bastila. I did not lie about that. It's been a long time in the coming, and there's really nothing that can be done anymore. I told your father to let me go, but you know how he was. Stubborn, like you.
I'm so sorry, Mother. I don't know what to say.
Keep the holocron, Bastila. It would do me good to know you have it. This talking to you. This is what I really needed before
I know. Thank you. I'm glad we talked too.
Oh. You said you had important business, and you were never one to mince words. You there. You take care of my daughter, you hear me? That's good. I'll feel a lot better knowing there's someone to watch her.
Where are you going to go?
It doesn't matter, dear. Don't you worry about me.
No.
Take these 500 credits. That's all I have. Go to Coruscant and find a doctor. I'll meet you there after what I have to do.
But I already told you there's nothing that can...
Please take it. I want to see you again when we can talk.
All right, I will. You do what you have to, Bastila. You go make your father and I proud.
I'll try. Farewell, Mother.
Oh my God, I just talked to her.
How can I help?
Why?
I could not accomplish this on my own. I need the aid of others, especially one who is strong in the Force. The bond between us made you a natural choice. Besides, the events on Taris prove that the Force wanted to bring us together for this mission. And there is little left to chance when the Force is involved. Is that not enough for you? I said we were brought together for our mission, to stop Malak. I hardly think the Force would be pushing us toward a romantic involvement when the fate of the galaxy is at stake. Please try to stay focused. I doubt the Council would approve if they knew we were busy discussing our mutual attraction when we should be saving
Our
the
mutual
galaxy from
attraction.
Malak. Mutual attraction? I never said... It's just an expression. Whatever our feelings... whatever your feelings, you have to try to ignore them. Don't let this complicate things. Finding the missing pieces of the star maps is our only hope of locating the Star Forge and defeating Malak. The Council explained all this quite clearly. I admit, there were times that I wondered if this is more than just a mission to stop Malak. There were times when I wondered if this was also a way for the Council to test my own abilities. I wondered if the Council wanted to see how I would help and guide you on our quest. I wondered if they were testing me to see if I was ready to become a Jedi Master myself. And then I realized how foolish such thoughts were. As the Council explained, sending a Master in our group would only have drawn unwanted attention from the Sith. The fate of the galaxy is at stake.
Really? You don't think him sending his...
To test me. They calculated the risks, and in the end chose the only...
Him sending all his dark Jedi after us and his apprentice after us.
You must learn to trust in the wisdom of the Council.
I guess, you know,
your destiny
there'd
will
be
come
more
when it's
attention than him
appointed
sending
time.
his personal
You mustn't be
apprentice
so
after us.
impatient.
Really.
Must you be so frustrating? I admit I had a moment of foolish pride, but I'm over it. Now I am focused on my true responsibilities. I'm simply trying to help you and complete this mission, and yet you battle me at every turn. Fun? Fun? Driving me insane is your idea of a good time?
Yep.
You are a very odd man. Do you know that? I simply don't know how to deal with you. All I want to do is help you, but you seem determined to drive me mad. I don't know if I should be outraged that you keep joking about serious matters, or if I should be grateful that you can
Oh, you
always
should be
lighten the
grateful,
mood.
sweetheart.
Come on, come. Let's move on. There's much to be done.
All right, let's see. Ever been to Yavin? I don't know. What's in Yavin? areas I haven't been to before, or planets I have, and I'm going back to visit them, see if it triggers any other events. I'm gonna switch it up. I think I'm actually gonna do. Let's go all Jedi and see what happens. Oh wow, definitely never been here. Should I come here? Wow, I'm a little worried.
Achua pengti, yun patisa, di juba jikotka naga, kingu mwa muliradwana,
I recognize your ship. You're Davik, aren't you? Who are you? You new or something? Yeah, absolutely. My first run, actually.
Achua pengti, yun patisa, di juba jikotka naga, kingu mwa muliradwana.
You don't sound like anybody. Who are you? Oh, the Sith go everywhere, brother. Still, all my business to Sith is old news. Politics ain't my affair, so as long as you don't get all worked up, I guess I can let you in. It would be nice to have someone to talk to for a change. They come by here every once in a while. That's how I keep in the loop, you know. Retrodocian lizard speak is kind of hard to follow. They have pretty limited imagination. Get kind of awkward at the door. Let me just let you in.
Achua pengti, yun patisa, di juba ji.
Jedi, give me your Jedi. You sure don't look like it. Darth Malak, I never heard of him. Or is he the new Sith Lord who's giving the Princess such a hard time now? I haven't been keeping up with recent news. Dude, Narclord, is he? Always seems the new one pops up no matter how many you kill. You're busy with him, none of mine, of course, and I don't want to pry. So why are you running away here? No, of course not. A big man like you, no. So why are you here in the middle of nowhere? Ruins? Oh, really? He used to keep the ruins for the Sith? You can find stuff there, but I pretty much got everything. I've been drinking with what I found there, getting some of it to work, modifying the stuff to smuggle with Trandoshan. Okay. Yes, of course. You don't see anyone else around, do you? Well, not entirely along, at any rate. Trandoshan and smugglers come by here often and drop things off. You're an inventor? Tinker. Okay, what do I do now? Station's own Republic supply depot from when they were fighting XR. Once they destroyed Yavin before surface, so they didn't need it anymore. Once they left, I just decided to move in.
Potong hitwama aki inkotune. Potong hitwama ji aki inkot. Achua pengki. Yun patisa. Dijuba ji kotka naga. Kingu mo. Diskadosoki. Kopa bono nakachi.
They're very expensive, but if you're willing to pay, you know, I'll sell it to you. Oh, that's super cool. Look at this light exoskeleton. Oh, wow. What's it special? And it's upgradable armor. That's kind of cool. Advanced sensory implant. Well, he ain't lying about the, Ooh. He ain't lying about the expense, though, is he? My goodness gracious. Man. Man, it's good stuff, though. It is. Maybe I'll buy this. Wait a minute, this doesn't seem so bad. That is, he made it sound like it was super cramped.
Ki mulira. Kaki.
All right, I guess that's it. So I guess you just come here to buy stuff? Okay. Well, I should have came here a long time ago, apparently, then. It's a really weird place, but pretty cool. Kind of wonder if I should have come here a lot earlier. I wonder if it would have been different gear then. Not that I really ever had money. All right, let's go to the next place. Okay, yeah, let's go back to the Dantooine just to see.
Excuse me, have you seen a mechanic about? Short fellow, bald. I've been looking.
Well, I'll be a Wookiee's uncle. Davin Coaches?
Jolie? Jolie Pinto? Why, you old freak. Last time I saw you, you were still wandering the galaxy in that old tug. I thought you were dead, old man.
I crashed somewhere and decided to stay.
Yeah. I'll just bet. Damn, old man, you look exactly the same as the last time I saw you. You pickle well.
You're too kind. Not the young lad anymore yourself, I see. What are you, deaf? His name's Davin. Old friend from my Wanderer days. By the by, Davin, I really should be running off.
Of course, old man. Oh, wait. If you've been traveling in this sector, I suppose you heard about Sunry?
No, why? What's there to hear?
He's been picked up by the Selkath authorities on Manan for murder.
That's preposterous.
I know. Laura is beside herself, as you can imagine. Maybe you could help them. I'm sure Sunry would appreciate a Jedi's assistance right about now.
Perhaps I will at that. It's up to my friend here, actually. I'm just tagging along. I'd appreciate that. Sunry's an old friend. I'd hate to see him hurt.
Same here. Well, it was good to see you again. Give my regards to Alora if you see her.
I will. Be safe, old friend.
Okay, well, there's that.
Il cuculo no ba. Ci gratulo. loda bograshi oniu kombaji. Kachikun ida.
Oh, looky here, looky here.
Shagji locha wana wama? Kava volpa mulji kumuna. Runda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez kachikun ida hodonga.
Maybe this is the girl, okay.
Takum just tak miki grabel mogo. Kachichu ita.
Let's go talk to her then. Oh, interesting. He's spending his whole life searching for this girl, but he won't get on my ship for 2 seconds. It's a very untrusting planet, or universe, I guess. Where are you at, little one? There she is.
Mucho shakapaka. Mucho shakapaka. Mucho shakapaka. Tonki ba non tontek. Kipuna, bonana kichu. Selima wanga kunbikin. Tong.
Oh, did I figure out her language? Nice.
Selima wanga kunbikin. Kipuna, bonana kichu. Tonki ba non tontek. Tong abuk shami no no.
Ah, okay.
Tong abuk shami no nok. Tong ki ba non tontek. Tong abuk shami no nok.
Okay, we're getting somewhere. Somebody can take you home.
Mucho shakapaka. Mucho shaka.
Okay, so I don't know. Let's go see if this is enough to get this guy to. Let's see if this is enough. Hopefully it is. Pretty good with languages, man. I learned that for like 2 sentences. Here we go.
Got something on your mind. You got yourself a fast little ship. I'd forgotten what engine sounded like. The closest thing to that on Kashyyyk is an uller in mating season. Ugh, frightful. Or it could be for the free food. What's the gunk that comes out of a synthesizer on this bucket anyway? Do you never clean the darn thing? I'm old, damn it. I'm allowed to be enigmatic when I want to be. And don't you go telling me otherwise. You know, you remind me of someone else I knew ages ago. Pleasant enough fellow, great destiny, all of that. Breath like a bantha. Oh, very funny. Is it my fault that some people are so easily annoyed? Like impatient little children with blasters. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, Andor Vex was his name. The force swirled around him like a hurricane. That's how great his destiny was. No, you wouldn't have. Sometimes swirling force is just swirling force. It gets us old Jedis excited at our age, so we go, ooh, destiny. Well, it turned out that poor Andor believed a wee bit too much in the infallibility of that destiny. That overconfidence turned out to be his downfall. I don't know. Are you overconfident? I hadn't noticed.
I like this guy.
I would never comment on it. We're talking about Andor, remember? Let's see. Oh yes, Andor's downfall. I was pretty young myself when it happened. At the time, I thought that Andor's destiny couldn't be more boring. Well, let's just say that I was a strapping young lad with a full head of hair, and Coruscant was a small town with a well. I was just about to abandon Andor to whatever the Force intended for him when his ship was overtaken by a Dimian warship. Now, you've probably never heard of the Dimians, but at the time they were a nasty lot led by a nastier overlord named Krat. Tall fellow, big teeth. Krat has us hauled up to the bridge of his ship for questioning, and that's when I knew that Andor's destiny was at hand. Of course he did. Haven't you been listening? It was not in the way you'd probably expect, though. Well, Andor decides that his destiny makes him invulnerable and starts making all sorts of demands. Free me now. I'm not answering questions. Blah, blah, blah. Don't you know who I am? Krat decides he's had enough and begins crushing Andor's neck. I told the boy he should have kept his mouth shut. I think he agreed, too. This could have just been gurgling noises. Finally, Krat has enough of Andor and tosses him aside into this giant energy intake shaft. Andor gets sucked in and starts bouncing around, screaming. Maybe Andor hit something sensitive on the way down, or just didn't agree with the reactor core. Next thing I know, all the ship's alarms are ringing. Everyone panics, and I run, barely making it to the ship in time before the explosion. Krat dies horribly, and the Dimians never quite recovered. Changed the political course of the entire sector for centuries to come. I'd call that quite a destiny, wouldn't you? Well, now that's the ingratitude of you. I relate an exciting tale, and do I get thanked for it? No.
Oh, he's grouchy old man, and I'm here for it.
Anyway, go on. My throat is dry, and you're making me cranky. Shoo!
Tong abu kachi ta kongjus tong jedo badwana ni dibobo ronda di hotonga kun hankabi wana kun achuta.
All right. Oh, wait a minute. It's going to load for me. Okay, good.
Ronda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tongking ba nunotek tokning chatukun
Here to return you to your father.
Mucho shakapaka.
Tolpa da pongwale kando na gugu chuchut. Kavadum kup.
Kipuna. Bona na kichu.
Takom jus tach mik.
Tong abuk shami nonok. Tong ki ba non tontek. Selima wanga kun bitkin.
Tong haitwam chichi jum lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Tolpa da pongwale o kando na chu.
No, light side. What? Oh, man, I can't. All right, everybody, we're going to stop right there. Man, we got to fight the apprentice of the Dark Lord himself, find a new station to buy supplies, and still a little girl on her way. If you like what you watched today, always give me a thumbs up. And if you don't want to miss a thing, how about giving a sub? If you want to watch me do this stuff live, you can always follow me on Twitch, Mr. Gorell on Twitch. All right, guys, till next time. Have a great day.
Just to see.